10 times legendary sports players lost millions of fans. The world has entered hundreds of legendary players that are the best at what they do. They're undefeatable and competent at what they do, but some of them are inhuman from the background. Sometimes some of these players do things that are insensitive and heartless. Their whole career will be then defined by a single stupid thing they would do, or it's their everyday habits. Whatever the case is, today's topic is about 10 times legendary sports players lost millions of fans for the stupid thing they do. Let's start the video without any further ado. Number 10. Zinedine Zidane. I know Zinedine Zidane? Seriously, he is known as one of the best and nicest soccer players of all time. Zidane has been a great player renowned as a legend in teams like Real Madrid, Juventus Cannes, Bordeaux, and the French. But what incident struck him that he lost millions of fans? It was the 2006 Soccer World Cup when the fans were getting frustrated in the finale. His rival, Marco Materazzi, cursed him. No one knows the swearing words, but they were enough to fire up the nicest soccer player of all the time. Zidane lost his temper and ran over to headbutt Marco in the chest. Marco was suffering from physical pain, while French was in emotional pain. Zidane secured a red card and France lost the final. I am sure Marco would have then been known for bringing victory home in his kind of way, but it adversely affected the career of Zinedine Zidane. He was then criticized by millions of fans for his insensitive move. Number 9. Ron Artest. Ron Artest is known as one of the best NBA defensive players and earned several rewards. But there is a match that neither his fans nor NBA fans will forget. In 2004, the Pacers and the Pistons were facing each other. In the fourth round, when the match was getting spiced up, he co-signed a hard foul on Ben Wallace. As a result, the whole crowd and rivals were angry at him. It was when one of them, by standing fans, threw a Coke cup at him, making him angry. He misunderstood him for some other fan and threw a hard punch. And then this happened. It was chaos, with everyone was getting their hands on each other. What a mess. It is also a really rare moment to see in NBA. This is an incident that will haunt him throughout his life. Number 8. Michael Vick. Before finding out he is a psychopath, everyone loved him. He used to be a great quarterback and an inspiration in the eyes of the fans with crazy speed. But then something terrible was brought to light. In 2007, something abysmal was unearthed about Michael Vick. He used to have duels between his dogs, and if that isn't enough, he brutally murdered 6 dogs by either hanging them or drowning them. For these acts, he was sent to prison for 21 months. What a psycho he is. I mean, what kind of people do these things? Now among his most beloved fans, he is known as the ridiculous dogfighter. Number 7. Tiger Woods. Just like a sporty player here, Tiger Woods is also known as one of the greatest golf players of all time. He has earned several majors with his gold skills, but his reputation guttered in 2009. It was whispered that he had an affair with a nightclub manager, though it was denied by her. But it became his breaking point. After that, several other women claimed that he had an affair with them, while some even published the messages. He tried his best to get out of the situation by calling an apologizing press conference, but his major sponsors broke up with him. He was then divorced by his wife. After that, his life turned into a living nightmare. Number 6. Jon Jones. Jon Jones is a 2-time UFC light heavyweight on the UFC ranking. He is ranked number 6 best fighter rank to rank. But before some matches, he was tested for drugs use and they came positive. In January 2015, he was randomly tested for drug use, and surprisingly, his test came positive, saying benzoylecgonine was in his system. It is a substance found in cocaine, plus his testosterone level was significantly low. This means that he's been using steroids. However, Jones didn't agree to it. Although in an aftermath interview, he bragged that he is not a cocaine addict and that it is a trashy drug to use. He was fined $25,000, but yeah, it isn't what made him lose millions of fans. I mean, he apologized for it, so that's kind of okay. But his other tests came positive in different bouts. He was again tested positive in July 2018 for hormone and metabolic modulators. In August 2017, his test again came positive, and that wasn't the last time. The last time was October 2018. This kind of behavior did cost him millions of fans. Number 5. Adrian Patterson. Adrian Patterson is a very achieved personality. He did not only earn dozens of titles in American football, but he has been a great father too. It was in 2014 when he used a wooden plank to beat his son. He beat him on the groin, the back, legs, buttocks, and ankles. He beat him severely with a tree stick. When he was interviewed, he said, "I was beaten the same way by my father." Patterson then pleaded no contest, which resulted in 80 hours of community service, plus a $4,000 fine. In 2018, he confirmed that he still uses a belt to teach his son some manners. Hence, once a brutal maniac, always a maniac. Number 4. Dennis Rodman. If you want to see the greatest rebounder in the NBA's history, that would be no other but Dennis Rodman. But Dennis is a stupid person with a stupid background. I'm not only talking about his alcohol addiction, but also the sexual assault charges against him. He has been arrested by the police and went to jail dozens of times. For hundreds of times, the police have visited him, whether if it was for the loud partying or the time when he assaulted his fiancée. If that isn't enough, he has settled numerous lawsuits of sexual assault out of the court. He would hit and run innocents, drive without a license, and slap several people. Dennis Rodman may be a great rebounder, but all these things are way too hard to pass by. He has been such a twitch for many years, which made him lose millions of fans. Number 3. Floyd Mayweather. Meet another sociopath just like Dennis Rodman. I know Floyd is known as the best technical boxer ever, but so what? He has performed several sexual assaults and domestic violence. In 2002, he was suspended for 6 months and 48 hours of community service as a result of not even domestic violence, but also a wrongful battery. In 2004, he was again suspended for a full year after he assaulted 2 women. In 2010, his girlfriend filed wrongful battery against him with 3 harassment charges. For this act, he was fined $3,000 as bail. He then went to 90 days of county jail for all these harassments. Number 2. Mike Tyson. There's no denying that Mike Tyson is one of the most influential and the best boxers of all time. But throughout his career, he did things that are not even stupid, but insensitive. Some of his stupid acts are that he used to own 3 Bengal tigers worth $70,000 each. He gifted his ex-wife a 24-karat gold bathtub, etc. But these are all the stupid things he spent his money on. It was in 1997 when he bit his rival's ear off. Yeah, you heard me right. It was a match for WBA Heavyweight Championship when he lost his temper and bit his opponent, Evander Holyfield's ear. He didn't get disqualified for this act, but lost 2 points. It was then he did it again and bit a big chunk of his ear. Of course, he was then disqualified for real. Among all the things he gets frequently criticized of, it is one of them. Number 1. Michael Irvin. When the world would know Michael Irvin for his great ability as a great receiver in NFL, some would always remember him for stabbing his teammate with a scissor on his neck. Yeah, I know that's a massacre, right? The whole detail's coming right away. In 1998, when the whole Cowboy team was recruited at the training camp, Everett McIver had occupied Irvin's seat without prior knowledge. Then Irvin came back, cursing McIver to get off his seat. McIver cursed him as an answer, and a brawl between them broke through. Irvin then went out for a scissor and stabbed him in the neck. Luckily, his carotid artery wasn't damaged, or it would have been a scary scene to see. Michael Irvin is also accused of sexual assault several times. I mean, what fan would follow him after all the things that he did? After all these stupid things that these sports players did, I mean, who is going to follow them? At least I am, not even that they are great players. If you liked our video, then kindly press the thumb up and subscribe to the channel for more sporty videos. Lastly, don't forget to drop your thoughts about these maniacs.